What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Vlad the Bull, your #1 Embrace coach. And I want to let you know that my book, The Embrace Method, How to Leverage Your Trauma and Pain to Live the Life of Your Dreams, the second edition is now available on Amazon for purchase. Through heartfelt anecdotes, practical exercises, and profound insights, this book will show you how to confront your demons, heal your wounds, and emerge stronger and more resilient, ready to embrace a future with limitless possibilities. Remember, embracing your pain is the first step to transforming it into power. Be sure to get your copy today. And remember, embrace your struggles, embrace your successes, and most importantly, embrace yourself. Visit www.embracemethod.com to learn more about the Embrace Method book and the Embrace Framework.
Welcome to the Roots and Rhythm podcast, where we explore the essence of culture, our experiences, and a healing journey that shapes our growth and family. Through heartfelt stories about marriage, mental health, relationships, and parenting, we create a space where you can find connection, understanding, and inspiration. Join us as we explore the rhythms of life, one story at a time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Roots and Rhythm podcast, where we explore the rhythms of life, one story at a time. It's your boy, Vlad the Bull, your #1 Embrace coach, and I'm joined by the lovely
Angie, La Cyber Mommy.
La Cyber Mommy's in the building. I like this little thing you do right there with the hand for those of us who can't see. I like that. That's cool. That's so you got your signature down. It's dope.
Yes.
Angie is rocking the latest of vintage wear. She is rocking a fanny pack around not her fanny.
Yes. A little fanny pack, some little glasses here. Because what are we talking about today, Vlad?
Oh, this is going to be a fun one. This is a fun one. Listen, so we have a lot of heavy episodes, right, where we talk about some heavy topics.
Yes.
and we're trying to build our communities and give them some great information. We realize, like, yo, we don't even talk about anything fun, bro. Like,
Right.
we always talking about, growing up and raising these kids and doing this and doing that and work-life balance.
But what about us, Vlad?
But
When
what
we
about
grew
us?
up. When we grew up.
Yeah, like when we grew up, growing up was fun, man.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we chilling right now. We in the Roots and Rhythm war room right now.
Yes, 90's edition.
90's edition. I think you and I actually were matching. Your fanny pack matches my hat.
Yes.
I don't think my hat's a throwback. I'm wearing a Boston Celtics
And it's
fitted.
funny because we just decided to do this episode. That's why we threw this together.
We threw it together.
Last minute.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun.
Rocking the Super Mario
Mhm.
shirt. I got to say, growing up in maybe I'm just biased, but
Mhm.
growing up in the 90's was just, you had to be there. It was just such a great time.
Carefree.
And I don't think anything was better. So I just can't wait to get down and dive deep. For those of us who were listening in from the Gen Z, all my Gen Zers, say what's up. We're gonna acknowledge you right now. We're gonna acknowledge the Gen Zers, man. What's up?
But they weren't there, so they don't know.
Nah, they don't know.
They don't know. But you know something I do know, Vlad?
What's up?
People need to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Right there. Make sure you subscribe. For those of us listening to the audio podcast, make sure you like, follow, and make sure you share this among your circle. We know your coworkers love this program, so we need more coworkers across more places to have this program.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to put your money where your mouth is and support Black-owned businesses, support businesses of color. But we also just support us, dog.
Yeah, we
putting some
cool.
good
We're
things in.
nice. We're hip.
Yeah, man. So all right, I gotta ask you first, since my shirt is a Super Mario shirt,
Yes.
Super Mario Brothers, the classic version. Did you guys play video games in your family?
Oh my gosh,
Were y'all a video game
we
family?
did. So we had a Super Nintendo. We had a
SNES.
PlayStation 1.
Oh, wait, you gotta tell them the order of it. You gotta tell them the order.
Well, those are the
when
ones
did you
that
get-
we had.
No, but when did you get did you get you got the SNES? Was that your first one?
Yeah, the Super Nintendo was our first one.
Okay.
Yep. And there's 6 of us and 2 controllers, so imagine the fights.
Ooh.
It was like we had to take turns. And then we had a PS1. That's the second thing I remember. And I think we got a PS2. And I think that's all we had. And then an Xbox. And I think that's growing up together. Those are the ones that we had. But yeah, we always used to play Mario. Oh, we had an N64.
Oh, come on.
Because we used to play
boy.
Mario Party was our favorite.
Yeah.
Because that you could play up to 4 people. So it kind of worked out because my younger siblings were too young to play with the 4 oldest. So it was like the 4 of us together playing. So it was always fun. So yeah, N64 really changed it because then you could have more people playing.
I remember what it was like to have
So, and where I grew up in Cambridge, there's a Blockbuster, Central Square,
Mm-hmm.
at the center of that neighborhood. And I remember walking into Blockbuster one night with my dad, I think, and they you know how they used to have the video games, and they still have this at stores like at Walmart where you can play the video game, demo, whatever. They had Pokemon Stadium on the N64, and I didn't have one. I was just window shopping, but I remember playing it, thinking like at the time the graphics were insane.
Oh yeah, the best graphics.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Now I look back at them. We tried to play N64 at your house the other day.
Yeah.
And we're like, damn, it's kind of
that 2D. That 2D.
It was 3. Well, the N64 was 3D. That's what about it.
Okay.
So like Super Mario 64, Donkey Kong 64, we played. Shoot, but I got the N64 way out of sequence. That's what happens when it's bootleg. Okay, so we had the first Nintendo, the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. That's, for those of y'all who don't know, that's a big gray box. It looks like a big tissue box with buttons. That's the one that made us. I think it gave us lung capacity that we don't understand.
But you had to blow on the cartridge.
We had to blow on the cartridge, man. Yo, you would expend a whole Usain Bolt's load of oxygen on that thing. Had the NES, then we had the Sega Genesis. I don't know if you guys knew about that.
We knew about it, but we didn't have one.
Yeah, we had the Sega Genesis. There were so many Sega things, like the Sega Saturn. The Sega
we have
CD.
one at my house now.
You have a Sega Genesis?
We do.
So
we have a Sega Genesis, but we didn't have one growing up.
Where the controllers at? I ain't even seen no controllers when we went over your house.
Girl, ask Wallace. I don't know. Those are Wallace's things. And it's funny, Vlad, because we got the 64, we got the Sega, and something else that we have from one of our friends in college that was moving away, and his wife was like, you're not taking that. And all the games, I know. So I was like, well, we will take them because my boo loves it. I know.
Damn.
Sad. And it's funny because that couple ain't even together no more. Probably because she gave away all his stuff.
Oh, they're not together no
Nah.
more? See, listen. Okay. This is a great opportunity. Ladies, if you are loving a man for who he is, let him keep his video games.
Let him keep his video games. Come on.
Listen, it's not okay if your man is on the couch playing 2K while your kids are starving and need diapers and stuff. But if the man is
that's how he decompresses. But you know what? Your dysfunction is my gain because now Wallace has all his stuff.
Right.
And it's nice.
So shout out to whoever that was.
Yeah, I won't name names, but I'm glad you're doing well now.
We're just going to call you you. You made him get rid of his video games.
Hot mess.
We'll never forgive you. Nah, but I wish y'all would have broke up twice because I wanted to say the dances too. You know what I'm saying?
But it was so fun growing up playing, again, with my siblings. Again, the fights at that moment were not fun. But looking back, it's like, wow. You really did used to turn off my game in the middle of the game, which was so funny. Not again, looking back, it's hilarious, but in the moment, it's like fighting.
You remember how you couldn't save your game unless it was in the cartridge? So there were no memory cards. So if you could imagine a world, right, where there were no memory cards, nowadays video game systems like my PS5, you can save the game where it was. You turn the game off, you put it on in idle mode or whatever it is, and you turn it back on. You just start back where you were. There was none of that. My mom used to do is when she'd be like, okay, dinner's ready. And like I told you, we used to have to eat or get beat. Okay. It was just like that. And it was my little tube TV that was in the dining room in that apartment. And then there was a big china cabinet, right, Angie? And there was a long extension cord. And that extension cord went all the way back behind the china cabinet and plugged into the wall in the kitchen.
Oh, my goodness.
So my mom would be like, yo, it's time to eat. I'm like, yeah, hold on just a minute. I'm trying to beat this level.
Pull it out.
And my heart would break. Because I'm like, yo, there was one time I was about to beat the game. And I was like trying to focus.
Your mama don't care about that.
She don't care. I'm like, she's like, those are privileged tears. Get your ass over here.
Oh, facts. And it's funny. I remember also growing up, and it's like how you think about something and it takes you back. So I remember watching Full House, being young, watching Full House, having a picnic in the living room because I feel like my mom used to do a lot of picnics for us. So she'd have a blanket, and we'd eat in the living room watching TV. And it's like anytime I hear like the Full House song or I see it on Instagram or something, it reminds me of like eating pork chops. Like the taste. It's so funny.
So
like
sweet.
Those memories that come back. It's like I just specifically remember like the smell, the taste, pork chop, rice and beans. Full House. It just comes back to me. But yeah, we used to love Full House.
You know what? Speaking of the 90s, go ahead and reach over to that can right there, the one that you hate so bad.
Oh, not me. Glendy hates it.
Oh, Glendy hates it.
Because Glendy's a Coke girl, not a Pepsi girl.
Shout out to Glendy. Glendy, you know who you are. We love you, girl.
But yeah, it's a Michael Jackson Pepsi.
This is so for those of you who don't know, my wife and I are huge Michael Jackson fans. I thought I was a big Michael Jackson fan until I
There's a big thing of Michael Jackson over here.
Yep, and there's one.
Oh, back here too.
Right there. We're gonna head up. MJ. Right, you got Michael Jackson over there, bad. all that. So we love Michael Jackson. This is a Pepsi can. I think this was bad era Michael Jackson. If we could zoom in on that, that is bad era Michael Jackson right there.
Oh, wait, you gotta do. Yeah, there you go.
That's the wrong.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, MJ.
Okay, MJ. Do your thing, baby. And either way, so yeah, man, it was such a great time. It was so magical. But let me tell you what I really loved about the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there were the video games, there were the shows, there was the music, but what I really loved was the culture.
Yes.
I feel like the 90s, the sweet spot was like mid to late 90s and then early 2000s. I feel like as soon as 2007 hit, or maybe 2008 hit, it was over for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was over for me.
2008 is late.
It is, but I mean, in that case, we're not in the
early
90s
2000s,
anymore.
like 2000 all the way to like 2100.
Yeah, I would say 2002 is a cutoff. I feel like the 90s ended in 2002, and in some ways they did, in some ways they didn't. Right? Like in 2002, I still had a tube TV. So
okay,
we ain't had no plasma.
I feel like it was the simplicity of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, people call, if you're not home, you're just not home. Guess what? I'll call you later. It wasn't like this instant access to you either, and you were able to make mistakes and they weren't publicized everywhere.
Right.
So it's like kids could be kids.
Speak for yourself.
You have recordings.
I had I don't have them anymore, but I had an AOL instant messenger.
Oh, so did I.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I had like 15 screen names just in case you blocked me on one of them, I'll add you with the other one. So, but
Vlad was over here blocked on everything.
Yo, bro, because I was toxic. with my little AOL dial-up. You know what I'm saying? What was your screen name on AIM?
Oh, it was BG Girl with a U.
BG Girl.
Girl.
So you were somebody's best girl?
Nah,
you were.
Nah,
that
was
was
just
is
a
that
girl.
what BG
that was
stand
cool.
for?
No, BG is Belglade because I was from Belglade, Florida.
Oh God. Oh my Lord. Okay. All right. Y'all Floridians or something else. Okay.
You gotta rep your city.
Oh geez.
At all times.
What do you like in a gang or something? Like a
always.
BG gang?
I'm still in a gang. What's your ASL?
Okay. Is that a quiz?
No, what is it?
ASL is age, sex, location.
That's right.
And that's what creeps would ask you if you entered a chat room by accident.
Or you would provide that so people knew where you were and who you were.
But here's the thing, though. Like, if you were hitting up Jerry from your like 7th grade math class or something, they wouldn't do that.
But they had like chat groups for just teens.
Oh, I was not allowed in those chat rooms.
Oh, I mean, I probably wasn't either. No, you would just go into them.
Nah, you know what? I was. If I could think back, I was always in a room where somebody would ask me ASL, and they try to send me like some adult shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, I don't know.
That's why you had 15,000 screen names.
Yeah, bro, I had to keep it tight. So my first one was V Leezy 765.
Leezy.
V Leezy. Look that up. Yo, it's your boy V Leezy. I was corny, man.
That's too funny.
Let's see. I have V Leezy, Flavor with a A, Flavor. 654. Well, me and my boys David and Malcolm, we used to call him Mouse. Shout out to Malcolm, man. If you listen to this, bro, we miss you, man. Haven't seen him in a long time. So we were like best friends back then, and we came up with like a little gang name for us. So we called ourselves the Domestic Soldiers.
Whoa.
Yo, Andrew, check it out. Domestic Soldiers, but I spelt it with a SOIL. So I'm a soil duh. Somebody pulled that out and they're like, yo, Vlad, you know what? Domestic soil.
Poor baby couldn't spell.
Oh man, that was embarrassing.
No.
My last one was Blood, Sweat, Iron. Because by then I was a gym rat. So
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you have more than one?
No, I only had one. But we did have a little crew, our little clique, the winners clique. Just the winners
clique.
Clique, yeah.
Okay, so did y'all wear fanny packs around your neck?
No. This is just the way nowadays people wear their fanny packs.
Oh, wait, time out. So people wear their fanny packs not on their fanny?
No.
That don't make no sense to me.
No. I mean, I guess you could, but people do. I mean, people wear them like this now. I was trying to be like, bring the past to the present.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Vlad the Bull, your #1 Embrace coach. Listen, I know that you are enjoying this Roots and Rhythm podcast episode, but I want to take a minute to talk to my fellas. Let's talk energy and vitality. If you've been feeling low, sluggish, or not quite yourself in the bedroom, it's time to check out the Natural E-Man. It's a powerful, all-natural men's supplement created by a good brother I trust, Dr. Quentin Cancel, someone I met in my men's group who's all about holistic health and real results. Trust me, I've seen the impact firsthand. So if you're ready to level up your energy, confidence, and performance, visit naturaleman.com and feel the difference. That's naturaleman.com. The link's in the show notes. All right, y'all, let's get back to the podcast.
Listen, to your point about, we really should have had some chubby sodas.
Oh, the little cube juices or whatever?
Y'all ain't have the chubby sodas?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's like a little soda. It's like this big. There's only one company that made sodas that small. It was like
maybe up here. I don't know.
It's chubby. It was a little kid with a backwards cap on, and he used to make like different
I thought it was
flavors.
just for juice, no?
No, that was soda.
Oh, no.
They call them chubbies. Am I wrong?
I don't remember.
If you guys are watching this and you remember chubby
let us
sodas,
know
please
what
let
it
us
is.
know.
I don't remember that, but we used to have like a candy lady. They used to sell candy and drinks.
Yeah, there was a candy lady.
Yep, and she used to make
Cambridge,
flip cups.
Flip cups.
So it was like the frozen juice in the little paper cup, and then you used to flip it
the cone?
to eat it. It's not a cone. It was like a little plastic cup or paper cup, and then you push it up and then flip the juice over and eat it like icy.
Yeah. It was in a cone, though.
But what do you?
It was
no, it was a cup. She used to freeze them on a tray in her freezer in a cup because cones can't sit up.
Oh, okay. No. Maybe I'm just thinking about regular ices then.
Yeah, no. This lady used to make them at her house, and she'd sell candy. She'll sell pickles. She used to sell pickle eggs, hot sausages.
There was a lady who did that too in our neighborhood, but she was on the bad side of the neighborhood, so I couldn't go see her.
Oh. So. Well, that's where the candy lady usually lives, in the bad part. She's trying to make money for her family.
The kids in the ghetto got to eat too.
Right.
Exactly. Here, we were in the good projects, whatever that means. That means that they were doing drug deals. We couldn't see them. But things, to your point, were so much simpler back then. And I remember, I guess back then it's all relative, right? Because if we were our parents back then, our minds would have been blown. I don't even know how much more technology can advance right now, but it was a big thing. Kids going online and getting in the chat rooms and talking to people, and a lot of it wasn't monitored. Now I don't know if the technology back then was allowed for you to like keep a record of that. I'm sure everything that's in the computer could be recorded. But yeah, it was a dangerous thing. You remember that's how Chris Hansen came to be.
Oh, facts. I mean, I'm sure that there was times that my mom was like, oh, what are y'all doing online? But she, one, didn't understand it. And two, probably just didn't care because she didn't think there was danger there. At least you're home. It's like, oh, you're not in the street. Excuse me, but she wasn't getting on the computer.
Nah.
So.
And for those of us who enjoy high-speed Comcast
thing was mad slow.
Bro, you don't know what it's like when you waiting to talk to your friend and you got to get back to...
No, Vlad. You're waiting to download and burn a CD, and it takes 3 days.
Burning a CD was a week-long affair, dude. Facts. You got to let that... If your parents didn't let you keep your computer on overnight, you were screwed. You have to do it on the weekend because it took so long. And depending on what your computer was, we got ours for a discounted rate. So, we weren't getting a lot of RAM space. Yo, downloading a picture, Angie, and when I say download, I don't mean saving it to your hard drive. I mean just waiting for it to load was crazy. It was incredible, but it was still worth it, right? Because I actually felt like that worked for us. Because if you had really crappy internet, you could still just go outside and talk to your friend, or you can get on the phone.
We used to ride our bikes everywhere, Vlad.
Everywhere.
I'd be gone. And that's the thing. It's like, okay, now I wouldn't even let Alana, and mind you, she's way younger than I was back then, but I don't even imagine a world where I'd let Alana ride her bike to a friend's house in this day and age.
Yo.
I'm taking you. And I feel like we just had that freedom, and it was like more like your parents knew everybody. So it was like, I'm sure it wasn't safer. There's still predators everywhere, but that freedom, that fear wasn't there. So it's different times for sure.
I mean, did I ever tell you there was a big case in Cambridge? It was a young kid named Jeffrey Curley.
Okay.
Who it was that story that you always hear your parents about. Don't take candy from strangers. Don't take gifts from strangers. And this boy, his neighbors who knew him, offered him a nice shiny red bicycle. Like, hey, come get this bicycle. They ended up kidnapping him.
Oh my gosh.
And the rest. I'm not going to go into grave detail. But I remember that was because A, it was so close to home, and B, he went to my school. Because I remember we were all outside in the hallways, and we were all holding hands one day singing I Believe I Can Fly. And I'm like, why are we singing the R. Kelly anthem? I don't know.
Well, back then, we didn't know what we didn't know, so.
Nah, R. Kelly was still the man back then. But yeah, no, that was scary, right?
Yeah.
But it was still... we used to ride our bikes. Me and my cousins and my brother, we rode our bikes all the time. We spent so much time. We had a porch that conjoined the two sides of the house in my childhood home, and we used to be up there. We didn't have no AC. We couldn't get the expensive Super Soaker, so we got the bootleg ones that were broken. Yeah, and you in Florida, imagine not having no AC.
No, I can't.
Nah, because it's only hot like 5 days a year.
Yeah, no, it's hot here. It's hot here now. We're in a current heat wave. I mean, today's kind of nice. Today's like 75, but the rest of the days this week were like 100, 98, 97. No thanks.
You know what's crazy,
I need
right?
AC.
So my boy lives in Texas, and he's like, yo, it was like 125 the other day. I was like, excuse you?
No.
Excuse you?
That's oven temperatures.
Bruh, like, how you supposed to live out there? I would be a hermit forever. But I don't think it was as hot back then when we were kids.
Yeah. No, it's not the same heat. I used to be outside climbing trees.
Yeah.
And no.
Wait, you climbing trees?
We used to climb trees, me and my sisters and my brother. We were just outside. Like,
what
we
would your
be
mom
outside
say
all the time.
You sitting there
That we're
trees?
gonna break our neck, break our arm, but we didn't care. We had a lot of trees in my backyard. I feel like we had a great childhood. We had a huge house, a huge yard. Again, we weren't allowed to go a lot of places, but but we had the space to do that. And I could only ride my bike to like my friend's house. You know, my parents could kind of see me go up the road or whatever. But it's funny because I remember, have you ever ran away from home?
It depends on what your definition of that is.
Like ran away like you didn't think you were coming back because you were mad.
I mean, when I was 15, I got in an argument with my mom, and then she said, if you leave, because I was going to go get some chubbies down the street with some Mike-and-Ikes and some Airheads. And she said, if you leave, don't bother coming back. And I said, fine, I'm gone. So I went, and I ran away from home. But I didn't run very far because I went to my dad's house.
Oh, okay.
So.
I ran away from home when I was like 13 or 14, but I just ran to my friend's house on my bike. And it's funny because I feel like my mom called, like there's only a few places that my mom would be like, oh, she's going here. But I didn't have a cell phone. So she called like my friend's mom, like at the house.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
You didn't have a cell phone?
I did not. I didn't get a cell phone until I was 15.
Yeah, I got one. Well, I didn't get one of my own. Yeah, I'd say about 14, 15.
Yeah, and the only reason I got that one was because I used to travel for band all the time. And my mom would be like, well, call me from, the teacher's phone or whatever. And then I forgot. I kept forgetting. Can you tell me
what kind of cell phone did you have?
The first one that I had was the Nokia little box. With the antenna. That was my first cell phone.
I gotta find for those of us who are in nostalgia mode right now. Just want to.
And then my second phone was a little flip.
Which one?
The Razor.
Singular?
Yeah,
Oh,
I did have Singular. Yeah, I had Singular, little Singular flip. It was pink, and I had that phone for a long time.
Wow.
And then I got a BlackBerry.
Oh.
And I love my BlackBerry. I used to think I was so cool, like I was so hip with my BlackBerry. But yeah. And so my mom got me a phone because I kept forgetting to call her. And then I was like, Mommy, I just need a phone.
You know what's crazy, Angie? I remember back when the Razors came out and that little singular flip, that little gray one, right?
Yep.
Came out. We used to think cell phones was, well, I guess we didn't really think of it then, but then cell phones got smaller. And now I just feel like they're getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Like
and we used to hate a big
1970s.
phone. Yeah, we used to hate big phones. And now look, everybody got a big old screen.
Everybody got a big screen. But you know what? Those cell phones, it was the body of the phone that took up most of the space, right? So, like if you were looking at my first phone, my mom gave it to me when my school was going to D.C., Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And
With safety patrols?
What?
With safety patrols, no?
What the hell's a safety patrol?
Oh, that's who went to D.C. on a school trip. You used to wear the orange, like, belt vest thing, and you, like, used to monitor the halls at the school?
No.
No, that's a safety patrol. And in 5th grade, you go to D.C., that was the safety patrol trip.
Wait. Like a hall monitor?
Yeah, but they were called safety patrols.
Yeah, we definitely wasn't doing that.
Nah. Florida had safety patrols. Y'all don't have safety patrols here? Y'all just safe by yourself?
Nah, y'all need safety patrols out there.
We do.
All right. Because, listen, madam, we grew up in Cambridge. We are Cantabrigians proudly.
Oh, that's what y'all call yourselves?
Yeah. We Cantabrigians. It doesn't make sense, but that's what we are.
Okay. So no safety patrols up here. Got it.
No. So my mom's phone, I'll put a picture on the screen, but she let me borrow it because she had the Razor by it. It was like 2004. Did it come out that time?
No, it was out before then.
The Razor?
Yes.
But no, not 2004. It was like 2003. Yeah, no, 2004.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, it probably came out. It probably came out like in 2002, right? Somebody help me out there in the comments. Somebody help me out. 2002. Well, whatever. But
Oh, no, you're right. In 2004. September.
bang, bang.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. I'm telling you. I'm
Oh.
telling you. All right. Anyway, but my mom gave me the cell phone that she gave me was like what you see for house phones right now.
Oh, yeah.
So it was this big old clunky. It wasn't that big. It was probably like that.
It's a little long.
Yeah, it's probably like that. And then you just talking to somebody. But this is what flip phones used to look like right here. You just, where you at? Call me back at 7.
When it's free.
When it's free. Yeah, I was poor though. So my mom had free after 7 and on weekends, but we had prepaid. So.
Is that like a phone card?
Yeah, basically. You know, you put some phone. Yeah. I had that in college too, all the way up until college. And I was like, yo, Vlad, you got to get your life together a little bit.
No, I remember my first year in college, my dad was still paying my phone bill. And one day, I know, and he called.
I'm going to come back to that.
Yeah, so then he called one time and he's like, who are you calling at 3 a.m.? And that's when you used to get the fat phone. And my dad's older, so there was no online paying. So he used to get the fat phone bill with like every like text you sent, every call. And then I was like, I got to get on my own phone plan. So I've been paying my own phone bill since then because I was like, you ain't going to be monitoring me. You just be up in college.
The same thing happened to me too. My first semester, my dad was paying for my cell phone with Metro PCS, and then he kind of like disappeared. And then you know, like when you get like a gift from a loan shark or something, they're like, "Here you go. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real quick." And then you look in the bathroom, and they go, and that's how it was. So,
oh yikes!
I'm like, all right, that's cool. I guess I'll just have to pay my own phone. It was very short lived. It lasted like maybe a semester. It was better for me anyway because then I
was just like, why are you looking through that? And I get it, right? Like obviously a parent is supposed to be nosy. That's it. That's the ringtone.
Wow. That brings me back, man. I had a Nokia, but remember Boost Mobile?
I mean, Boost is still around, no?
Yeah, but nobody knows Boost Mobile. Like, it's not very boosted, you know? But nobody, all right, let's put it this way. Nobody's really advertising for Boost Mobile.
Right.
Okay. Back then, Boost Mobile was cool for the way you're at, and they got the little Nextel knockoffs. I had like
did you have a Nextel?
No, but I had the Boost Mobile.
Gotcha. I mean?
Yeah. We had the chirps.
Yeah. Emmy had a Nextel, and I remember riding the bus.
Blue and black ones?
Yeah. Well, no, it was just like the one that you can call people on like the radio.
Yeah, so they have that on. They had that on like multiple Boost Mobile.
Oh, I just knew Nextel because Emmy had one. But we'd like be on the bus going home and we'd call like random numbers and talk to random people. And usually it's like old men that are like working construction. They'd be so mad that we're like bothering them.
But how'd you find the numbers though?
We just text random numbers, like you radio random numbers. Because every Nextel had like a legit kind of like a code for that phone that's like a radio. So yeah, we just radio. We'll pick a random number and call it. Again, teens on the bus.
You know, I remember, Angie, I was working in the jobs program for the mayor's program in Cambridge, and I used to think, I'm like, oh my gosh, can somebody please call me so that people can hear my Neo ringtone that I worked so hard for. Like, I worked hard on crafting that because back then you used to have to buy ringtones in the store, and that means your phone had to be good enough for you to even see what you were doing. So,
yeah, and now the phones are just on silent all the time.
Facts.
Yeah, we used to have cool ringtones, and now it's like I don't want my phone to make a noise.
You ever see those old school? It's like they show you dudes would be like you'd hear like you'd call them, and then it'd go to voicemail, and then you'd hear
like a song,
and then the song will go. They turn the volume down. You call Ray J. I'm sorry, I couldn't meet the phone right now. But if you leave your name and your number, I'll get back to you.
I haven't recorded a voicemail in so long. It's like, you have reached whatever.
Yeah, I ain't got time. People ask me, too, like, you're a voice actor. Why don't you just do it?
Facts.
But I'm like, I ain't got time for that.
Oh, my gosh, Vlad, that should be like your next business venture. You should make voicemails for other people.
I mean, I absolutely could.
Yes.
I mean, holla at me. If you want to hear something like this, hi, you have reached the number of 857.
Blah,
Goodbye.
blah, blah.
No, but that's how they did it back then. Did you guys have call waiting?
We did.
Okay. Did you have caller ID?
Yes, but not initially, because we had like a regular like wall phone with the cord, and then when we upgraded to like the phone on the base that you can move around, no cord, then we had caller ID.
The portable ones?
Yeah.
So I got to ask you this. Did you have the rotary phone? Do you remember what that was like?
I remember a rotary phone, but we never had a rotary phone. I remember my aunts had rotary phones.
So we had a rotary phone. And I've seen people comment on this. I think the younger cats and Gen Zers, they're like, how do you even use a rotary phone? This is the most complicated thing I've ever seen in my life. How do people do it? I'm like, It's easy. You put your if there's a 6, you put your number in the 6, your finger in the 6, and you go up.
All the way around.
It's the same way every single time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to us, maybe that's not that crazy because we grew up around that stuff. I remember my dad had a typewriter. I don't know what he'd be typewriting.
We had a typewriter too that somebody probably gave us to play around, but I just remember just making notes to each other.
Yeah.
And like random. It wasn't like for school or anything, like because we had the regular computer, but it was just fun to be like Harriet the Spy. You remember that?
Harriet the Spy.
And we used to be on our typewriter, like thinking we were like a journalist, like typing what happened that day.
What were some of the books you remember reading as a kid?
Oh, definitely Babysitter's Club.
Yeah, Babysitter's Club.
So I did a lot of
blocks in my mind right now.
Yep, the Babysitter's Club was a big one. Goosebumps. We used to read a lot of Goosebumps.
Did you read Animorphs?
Yes, and the show.
Yeah, in the show. The Goosebumps show used to scare the shit out of me.
No, Goosebumps, yeah, but Are You Afraid of the Dark was scarier to me.
I never
there's still an episode of You're Afraid of the Dark that I think about all the time when I pass a mirror, because there's mirrors in the episode that would take your youth away. I know. And I think about it all the time. Obviously, I don't believe that happens, but anytime I pass a mirror,
I believed it for like 5 seconds.
I think about it. And then there's another episode that me and my sister still reference to. It was like this little ghost boy, and he froze to death. And then they passed like this like stove in this old house, and he's like, "Toad, feed my stove," like his wooden stove or whatever. And we still talk about that too. It's just funny.
What about Saturday morning cartoons? Did you partake?
Yes, I don't remember any of them, Vlad. But obviously we did, and ate cereal in front of the TV in our picnic, like we always did. It's funny, like now it's like, oh, screen time is bad, but I feel like I was always in front of a screen when I was
but you
little.
Know what, the screen, I think, I mean, I don't know. I got to look into this, but I think the screens were different, right? Like they weren't these high res a lot.
Oh, that's probably, yeah.
And shows weren't like popping at you.
And
like,
shows were slower than they are now. Now it's like slower, you're like in a rave, these kid shows.
Excuse me.
But yeah.
I'm just burping up
90s.
I'm just burping up 90s just thinking about it. Now every Saturday morning I had Saturday morning cartoons. It started on Fox 25 and then ended up going to the WB Kids because we were poor. We only had like 5
Was
channels.
Ninja Turtles a Saturday morning cartoon?
Yes, then but I think it was more of an 80s one.
Okay.
But the Ninja Turtles were like Teenage Mutant. But I think it was on one of the lower, the single digit.
Okay,
like
I don't remember.
Channel 4 or 5.
I don't remember channels at all.
So did you guys have cable?
We did, because my dad was big on TV. We used to have satellite.
Man. Yeah, no, we didn't have none of that. So I didn't get cable until I was 10.
Okay.
Until my mom moved out. And you know how we got cable? I'm gonna say it now because I can't do shit about it. But so
Yikes.
Yikes. Okay.
Not the police telling on himself. Go ahead, boo.
Hey, listen, you can't do nothing, okay? We don't even live there no more.
Don't arrest me.
So check this out. So you know how that back then there was a black cord with a pin.
Yeah, the cable cord.
Pin.
Mm-hmm.
The cable cord. There was a fixture for it in the wall in the apartment that we moved into.
Okay.
And so then one of our family friends, Willie, figured out that he could just plug that cord into the wall and then plug it into the TV, and suddenly we had free cable. We had like 99 channels, bro. Like it was.
Oh, but wait, don't you have? Oh, it's just like any cable in your house you could do that? Like the cable?
It was the VCR cable.
Right, but okay. So I guess someone had service at that address, because how does that work?
I don't know. I did not care because my 10-year-old self was watching SpongeBob.
So
SquarePants.
excited. Yeah, we had SpongeBob. But we also liked Arthur. We used to watch a lot of PBS too, even though it was free.
You know, I love Arthur.
I love Arthur. Another show that I really like was Pepper Ann. I don't know if you remember that show. That was on Nickelodeon, I think. But that's where my Instagram handle's from, because it's Pepper Ann. Much too cool for 7th grade. Pepper Ann, she's like 1 in a million. I used to love it.
No. I was on that Digimon, Digital Monsters.
We used to watch Digimon too.
Pokemon. I remember when Pokemon came out. So I'll never forget my aunt, God rest her soul, Tata Aglin. She and my cousin Lisa got into a car crash.
Oh, no.
Going to Watertown, because Cambridge was right here. Watertown was magical for us because Watertown is where the Old Country Buffet was.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys had that down south, but we loved the Old Country Buffet. It's the only thing that we did as a family, maybe thrice, but it was great nonetheless.
Nice.
And then we would go to the arcade. Like I said, it only happened a handful of times, but it was so magical. So they went over there for the day. When you're a kid, anything that has magazines or toys or candy.
You remember. Mm-hmm.
And then they got into a crash. And I remember I was really worried. And then Tata Aglin came back and she brought me some Pokemon stickers. And I remember thinking, this totally makes up for me thinking that you were dead.
Yikes. Did you have Pokemon on a Game Boy?
Yes, so I did have, I had Pokemon. I remember having the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance. I don't remember. I got everything, like I said, I got everything out of order. Like PS1 already came out and I didn't get an N64 until like 2002.
Yeah.
Okay. It didn't make sense. But let's see, I had Game Boy, I had some Super Mario games on there. I was a huge Pokemon fan. I still kind of am. Me and Lito watch Pokemon. I don't know if I told you. When Lito was a little younger, he and I would rap the Pokemon rap. He wouldn't be saying anything, but he'd be like, Pokemon.
Do you like Team Rocket?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I loved everything about Pokemon, man. You know?
My brother still plays Pokemon, and my brother collects Pokemon cards. And Jose started a YouTube channel about Pokemon, like he draws them. So, yeah, that's on there.
Does he sell his art? Because I would love to get me some.
Yeah,
Pokemon.
sometimes. Yeah, he's really good. It's like Poke Studios or something. We'll find it and put it on there too.
I almost bought a Nintendo Switch just so I could play the new Pokemon games until I realized, I'm like, wait, first of all, I don't have time for this. Second of all, like when the hell am I gonna have time to do this? Second of all, I'd rather just play the old school ones. But there's nothing like playing Pokemon Crystal or Silver or whatever it is.
Do you still have your Game Boy?
No.
Oh, dang.
So I wish I knew where all this stuff went. I had a whole case, like a binder full of Pokemon cards. And they were at my dad's house. And I remember they were in that little office area upstairs in his apartment. And then years later, I was like, dude, I could actually make a lot of money with these. Or I'd like to pass them on to my son or something. I was like, Dad, where are the Pokemon cards at? He's like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, Dad, I had like holographic Charizards in
Oh,
there.
Lord.
Like, you can't just tell me you don't know where it's at. Like, where my Pokemon cards at?
So you still don't know where they're at. They're not at his house.
Nah, man. He moved out of there, and I looked one more time, and it was just not there. And I was heartbroken. You want to know how my childhood ended, right? It ended in a lot of ways. But how my childhood ended officially...
This is supposed to be a fun episode, Vlad.
I mean, I'm not going to get that deep, obviously. No, but this is how my childhood ended. I came home one day, and I wanted to play with one specific truck. And I came home, and I couldn't find my truck. And I asked my mom or my dad, and I was like, yo, where's my truck at? And they're like, oh, you're not a little kid anymore, so we threw your toys away. I'm like, oh.
Have you seen my child? Yikes.
Like, bro, where's
goodness.
my... Like, what do you mean you just threw it away? Oh, man, it still hurts.
It hurts me.
Like, even though I complain about Lito's playroom, that he's got gajillion toys that really only get played with when the girls come over, I can't throw anything away.
I know.
For that reason.
I know. I only throw away broken toys, and Wallace is always like, no new things until we get rid of stuff. And I'm like, well, they should be the ones to decide, not me. You know, like, let them tell me.
Yeah. And toys back then were... I feel like I don't know what toys are like now. I mean, obviously we have Lito's toys. Baby toys are different than like I used to collect the wrestler figurines.
So it's funny you say that. So Alana's friends, Tegan, Benny, their dad, that's what they play with, all of his toys from the 80s and 90s, because he's like 42 or something. So he has all those wrestlers and like all like his little Tonka trucks and all that. Yeah, because his parents saved them. Yeah, my parents didn't save anything. I feel like we didn't care because I feel like we got up there in age and then they got rid of stuff. But can you imagine if we had all that nostalgia, Vlad? They weren't saving nothing.
I feel like I wouldn't need as much therapy if my toys were thrown away. Like,
it's because the toys are gone.
Those are my toys, man.
I know. And it is nice to see, you know, that people did, you know, save those and pass them down to their kids, you know. But again, things back then were made to last.
Dude, I had this honky tonk. Was it honky tonk?
Tonka truck.
I'm thinking of WWE. We're talking about wrestlers and talking about the honky tonk, man. I had a Tonka truck. It was yellow and it was heavy duty. Like, bro, you could buy it. It was so heavy duty that you could probably, if I still had it, I could probably sell it to a landscaping company.
Right.
That's how heavy duty it was. And it was in such pristine condition. But I don't know where it is. I think it got thrown out with all my stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, it was such a great time. Again, just to me, I just love thinking back. And Emmy did a good job we had a lot of home movies. Because we were very creative kids, we used to take my dad's camera and record things of us just being silly. So Emmy digitized them and now they're like on DVD. And I love playing them back, watching them when I go down there.
I'm gonna call it timeout.
Because it was a camera with the tape.
I'm gonna call it timeout.
Yeah.
Wait, so she digitized them, but they're on DVD?
Well, because she did it a few years ago, Vlad.
Oh,
you know?
a few years ago, though.
Yeah.
A few years ago, we had
No.
flash drives. Girl.
No. They put them on a DVD.
They can't put them on a flash drive?
The videos? I don't think so. They did it on DVD. Correct me if I'm wrong, Emmy, but I'm sure they're on DVD. Yeah, so it was all of the tapes, because again, we used to take my dad's camera. He used to record like family parties and stuff, but we did like our own. We used to have Angie Lake and Emmy Springer. Like we used to do shows, and it's really cool.
Wait, can I ask you, when you stayed home sick from school, were you one of the millions of kids watching Maury Povich all day?
Maury, Ricky Lake. We used to do a lot of Price is Right.
Jenny Jones.
Jenny Jones.
Montel Williams.
Yeah. Yeah. So we had our own shows. And it's funny that like the things, again, when we watch these movies, like the things that we would come up with that we didn't understand at all. Because I specifically remember one that it's like, oh, this is my husband, but he cheated on me with a man. And it's like, whoa. And it's like me and my sister, my nephew, my niece. Like we just make these videos.
Yo, y'all some Bebe's kids, man. What kind of videos y'all making, dude? Like making what?
Right in the living room. Yeah, and again, we didn't understand none of that. It's just the things you see on TV, you just repeat it.
There's another thing about the 90s that maybe isn't time specific, but there was a lot of unsupervised TV time.
Oh, yeah. We were watching things. Nah. There was no reason for us to be watching Jerry Springer. Be for real.
You know what actually scared me? It wasn't even stuff like that, like the Goosebumps or the Animals. Mm-hmm. The things that scared me were random scenes out of Seventh Heaven.
Oh, Seventh Heaven was another big one to watch.
Happy faces, smiling back at me.
Because that was like, what are these white people doing?
Oh, my. Yo, I thought, okay, I'm going to say this with all the regret in my heart. Oh. I really regret the actor that played. I don't know.
Oh, I know. We're not gonna give him any.
We're not gonna give him any airtime. But
that was sad.
To his point, in honor of 90s and nostalgia, I loved that show, and I didn't love that show because of its featuring many black people. Although, what I appreciate about that show, I appreciate that it showed the Camdens had black friends.
They did, and they talked.
And they were accessible to those black friends, and they saw their struggle. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and they did have an episode about like Black History Month or racism. Racism. Yeah. They did, and I feel like a lot of 90s shows touched on that. It was just a few episodes a year, but they did like bring up heavy topics too sometimes.
You know what? Too in the 90s, I don't know if FCC regulations was different, but they dropped like when they were doing social impact themed episodes. Like in that episode, they dropped the N-word.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you could. And then, back then, I was like,
they used to drop a lot of words that today will get people canceled.
Oh yeah,
you know, for impact.
Now let me ask you this: Do you think that society at large, even through the lens of, we could also be talking about entertainment? Do you think we're taking things a little too deeply? Do you think it's easier for people to get canceled now than it was back then? And is it justified?
I think it is justified only because now it's like you have more access to knowledge. And when you know better, you do better. There's no reason for you to be acting like this in 2025.
But is it something that is it because we have so much more resources to monitor what people do and to keep track of what people do, or is it that they just get caught? Because let me tell you something. Not that I want to bring R. Kelly into this, but we knew what R. Kelly was doing with his ignition back in 1999. And didn't nobody say nothing about it?
Because nobody was saying nothing. So people now come forward, and it's like you have to believe him. And it was a different time.
He went to trial. The whole thing went to trial. Well, I don't know if it was in 99. That was like in the early 2000s. But he went to trial with the videos, and they showed him and all that stuff.
I'm not familiar with that. But what I do know is that now when we do have this knowledge, it's like if you're saying these things, it's like you're choosing to, not because out of ignorance, because there's no way you can be this ignorant in 2025.
Yeah, there is. There's absolutely ways you can be ignorant.
But you shouldn't be, is what I'm saying. So if you're acting like that, it's like you're choosing to do it. It's not, you're doing it now with malicious intent, when before, if you didn't have that knowledge, you could argue that it was not out of a place of malice. But now I feel like it is.
Well, I'll tell you what, you could not be socially inept and be watching TV in the 90s, because every show, every sitcom had something to teach you. Because there wasn't a lot of trash throwaway TV back then. At least, I mean, listen, we had Fresh Prince, Family Matters, The Parkers, The Cosby Show.
Sister. Which I loved.
Oh, I love Sister. You know, when I met Julia, I asked them, like, yo, how many times have you guys switched outfits and pretended to be the other person? School's the other person.
Did they do that?
No. And I was like, what the hell's wrong with you? I'm like, why wouldn't you do that? It's like, everybody asked me that question.
Missed opportunity. See, it's because if the right people are twins. Because if I was a twin.
Listen, if I was a twin,
right,
I would have my smarter twin taking my math exams.
Come on,
okay? Like,
exactly.
You know, like, what y'all doing, man?
Yeah.
Now, we had so many great shows, though, that displayed Black excellence, that, you know, showed families being together. I used to watch these shows and be like, why can't our family be like that? Why can't we solve problems and be like that? Look, like Tia and Tamara were adopted by two different people.
Yeah.
And then they all cohabitated and it became a family. That's love. I mean, it's not like real life, but it's love.
But they did it.
Yeah. So, God, I miss 90s. And I think that's why now I don't really listen. I don't know to newer music unless it's a specific artist. I think the newest music I listen to, honestly, is Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. And it's funny because I see this on a shirt all the time. Like, people wear it. It's like, if our love isn't like 90s R&B, I don't want it. And it's so true. I feel like they were just projecting that love so much. And it's like, wow, I want to be loved like that, you know?
Yo, Angie, I saw something the other day on Facebook and it said, yo, 90s R&B died when dudes stopped singing in the rain.
They stopped singing in the rain. There's no more all the runs, you know?
Oh, the Nay-Who's.
The Nay-Who's.
The Nay-Who's, man. Who was your favorite 90s R&B band? R&B.
Oh, yikes.
No
Probably
pressure.
SWV.
Yeah, okay, all right. Top five.
Don't put me on the spot. On the what is it?
On the spot?
Don't put me on the spot.
Top
oh my
five.
gosh.
Take your pick. There was like a gajillion 90s R&B bands back then.
So I loved bands.
Groups, yeah.
Just groups. So SWV for sure. Probably TLC.
Okay.
Yikes. Groups.
There were so many good groups.
There are.
You think it's just girl groups, aren't you?
I am just thinking girl groups. Oh, Blackstreet. I like Blackstreet.
Before you let me go, before I let you go. Yes.
And now I'm thinking boy groups.
There was so, like,
there were so many. I can't think. You know what?
without.
I'll post in the comments my top five. I have to think. But yes, definitely SWV, Blackstreet for sure.
Okay, my top five. Number one, Boyz II Men.
Oh, Boyz II Men.
Come on,
Yes.
Boyz II Men. I mean, if you anybody who knows me knows that even I had a 90s renaissance, like a reimagine when I was in high school, and all I listened to was Boyz II Men. Boyz II Men, number one. 112.
Oh, 112, yeah.
You can't forget about 112. Cupid, that's my jam. I love Blackstreet, Drew Hill, and oh gosh, it's hard. Jagged Edge. If I were to put in the top five.
Oh, I really like Jagged Edge too.
I used to sing I Gotta Be to Lito when he was younger, so he could sleep. And he's still he'll hear that song and he'll remember.
Nice.
Yeah, because, listen, man, I feel like Julie and I talked about this. We're like, I think it's just best if we raise Lito like we're in the 90s.
A lot of people are doing that, and by 90s they mean just more outside time, less screens.
Yeah,
but you're talking music too, like just play that music.
I'm about to go to Savers and get him a Discman.
LOL.
So he can understand the struggle.
I feel like Wallace,
not the one that flips that doesn't skip and you flips the anti-skip one. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Wallace is raising the girls in the 70s because in the 60s, because the girls, they know a lot of like Motown. Like Motown and just soulful singers, like Alana will be like, oh, that's Nina, like Nina Simone. Like, oh, that's Sam Cooke. Oh, that's Stevie Wonder. Like, she just knows.
Yes.
And it's because Wallace was born 85 years old. So, yeah.
He's an old soul.
Yeah, the girls love like Motown. And,
Lito, I don't really know what like Lito likes, but he listens to what I listen to. But it's like on any given day, at any given time, the 90s can come back.
Yep.
So we can be listening to bachata, we could be listening to Copacabana, and then suddenly we'll be back to Blackstreet or Backstreet Boys. Now, were you guys a Backstreet Boys family? Or were you an NSYNC family?
We were an NSYNC family.
Oh.
Yeah. But we liked both. We liked both. Like, we had our favorites in each, but I would say we were an NSYNC family. Correct me if I'm wrong, sisters, brothers, let me know. But that's what I think.
I'm playing. I love NSYNC too. But we were definitely Backstreet Boys family. There's a good documentary on Netflix about the manager.
Oh, I know. I saw that. Terrible.
That joint was crazy.
What was it called?
I forget.
Wait, it'll come to me. It was like something fun. Oh, Dirty Pop.
Was it Dirty Pop?
It's called Dirty Pop.
Okay.
Because NSYNC had a song called Dirty Pop.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's talk fashion real quick. 90s fashion. Obviously, we're doing the colors and the high,
this is like, I feel like this is just what people think the 90s were. I mean, I remember wearing bright colors, but I mostly remember wearing like bell bottoms. Like I had bell bottoms. I had platform shoes.
Bell bottoms.
Yeah, like the flared jeans. Those were in the 90s. Yeah. Vlad, you were born in the 90s. It's like, but you didn't know. Like, you weren't in high school.
Oh, yeah. No.
You know what I mean?
I was like a kid in the 90s. Yeah.
I mean, I was also a kid, but I was an older kid.
Yeah. Like, I was, like, in the 90s, I remember wearing, like, a sweat set of Ninja Turtles. I got a Ninja Turtle top, matched my Ninja Turtle bottoms, light up shoes.
Yeah, we had light up shoes.
I remember having, I remember my uncle, because my uncle lived in New York. He moved to New York at that time. He was in Queens. And he used to come and visit us he used to always have all the latest music and on the burn CDs. I'm like, yo, bro, where you get these? But you go to New York, you go to Jamaica Ave, bro, you could do whatever you want.
Yeah, we used to get a calendar called Delia's, and we used to order like floral shirts and the little flower clips. Yeah. Like East Bay magazine used to come to the house. And my brothers would order like shoes. You didn't get that? No,
nah, we weren't really like a subscription family.
Oh, my dad loved subscriptions.
We didn't like getting mail or visitors.
Gotcha. No, we got both.
Yeah.
Something else, all the infomercials, like the things on TV, my dad used to order a whole bunch of that. We used to have this giant like generator thing that it was like a radio, a microwave, a flashlight, like just for disasters.
Swiss Army knife?
Yeah, just everything. And I remember something else that he bought was like this rotisserie thing. And the commercial was like, you set it and forget it.
Oh my goodness.
He used to buy random things on TV.
QVC made a lot of money from your dad, man.
From my daddy.
Yeah. Damn. Now, we didn't really... Mom bought some things, actually. She bought quite a number of things off of infomercials. And that's the thing, if you weren't around in those times, you didn't understand the pain of having to... If you were up and you couldn't sleep, but somehow you had access to a TV and you thought you were going to watch some cartoons or something.
No.
I mean, maybe on like reruns. Obscure channels. You were watching reruns, but to suffer through an infomercial.
Well, do you remember when TV used to just shut off?
What time?
It was like 10 p.m. and the TV would just be staticky.
Oh yeah, I do.
Like I don't know when it started having like late night TV, but I remember when I was little, like we'd be up or sneak to go see what my parents were doing.
It was just static,
and I remember at a certain time it'll just shut off, and then it's like, well, I guess that was their cue to go to bed. But yeah, it used to just shut off. It wasn't like you stayed up and watched TV.
I remember hearing, "It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?"
Hopefully asleep, but probably not.
And I used to think,
sneaking out.
Oh my gosh. Am I watching this at home or am I on the streets imagining that I'm seeing this? Oh, mommy, I'm scared.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, I don't know where I am. And my mom's like, sit your ass down. You're at home. Go to sleep.
Go to bed.
Like, you're not supposed to be awake right now,
Oh, my goodness. So to wrap this up, Vlad, what was your top memory from the 90s?
Something that gives the 90s. And maybe we should do a separate episode, early 2000s. Let us know in the comments what your favorite 90s memories are. I would have to say my top 90s memory was... being on the porch with my cousins and with bootleg super soakers, but just buckets of water, and the sun was hazy and setting, and we were just throwing the water in the air, like in the bucket, and we'd get wet with the bucket, and it was just so much fun. And we'd spend hours outside, and then we'd go back inside for dinner, and then after dinner, depending on what day it was, play video games or sit down and watch SmackDown on Thursday nights. I was very, very excited about that as a wrestling fan. But yeah, no, I have so many memories. Hard to pinpoint one, but just so many great memories of walking around Central Square in Cambridge with my mom and going bike riding with my cousins and my friends and going to school and the book when they're doing the book sales.
Scholastic Book Fair.
Yeah. And I loved going to the library. Oh, yeah, so many great memories. How about you?
Yeah, I would say definitely playing around outside with the water hose with all of us together. We used to also do like, what's it called? Hide and seek in the dark in our backyard because it was, fenced in, so we could just run around, hide random places in the backyard. And yeah, just like that being carefree feeling with all of the people that I loved all together.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a special time. It was a special time. You had to be there, but everybody's going to have their time. People are going to be looking at the 2020s like, yo, you just had to be there.
I know the girls in Lido be like, oh, I remember 2024 was the best year ever. Blah. Yeah, 2025 was so great.
2035 was so great.
Oh, my God.
Yikes. Don't even think about that. So listen, you guys let us know what your favorite 90s memories are, what your favorite 90s fashion, what your favorite 90s snack was, Hot Pockets, whatever it was.
Your top 5 groups of the 90s,
early
2000s. Let
us know, man, because we love if you love the 90s as much as us, please put some love in the comments and let us know. But yeah, I always love the 90s. We honor the 90s. We're in a 90s home. I told Jules that we're just, instead of doing a 90s themed party, we're just going to do 1 year in the 90s, 91, 92, 93, 94.
Oh, that's cute.
Because I don't want to let go. The 90s is the best time. So, but to that point, if you like and you hear and you love what you see here, please subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
Support our channel.
Share with a friend.
Yes. And make sure you tap into our affiliate links, Natural E-Man. It is not of the 90s, but it's just as good. Okay? In the meantime, it's your boy Vlad the Bull, your #1 embrace coach.
And Angie, la cybermami.
We're out of here. Y'all stay rooted.
Deuces.
Thank you for listening to the Roots and Rhythm podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay notified for all our updates, including new episodes. Until next time, y'all, stay rooted.
This watch, so it's counting my steps. It's pretty cool, but I need new tennis shoes, Vlad. I've had my tennis shoes since probably before Lana was born. So do you have any recommendations? I know you're on your fitness all the time.
I used to think that you had to spend at least $150 on shoes, sis, in order for you to actually get some quality ones. But I'm telling you, these new shoes that I tried out, it's like you're walking on air. Matter of fact, you don't even remember you're walking on them at all. It's like you don't even remember you put your shoes on. One time I thought I was barefoot. I'm like, yo, where's my shoes at?
Oh, I love that. And are they light?
Oh, they're super lightweight. They make my old shoes feel like dumbbells by comparison. I'm telling you, these shoes are comfortable, they're lightweight, and it doesn't even feel like you have them on. And on top of that, you can wear them anywhere. They're designed for people who are on their feet all the time, for the moms and dads who are chasing around the kids. So I would highly recommend them if you're looking for something new.
So what are they called and where can I get them?
You can get them at standplus.com. You go to standplus.com, put in our promo code ADX for an exclusive discount off of your next pair. They are the best all-day recovery shoes, so go ahead and get you a pair.
I'm excited. Thank you, Vlad.
Come on, let's do it.